beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to another All Signs Tarot reading. All signs love tarot reading. All signs love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, all signs channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. This is a reading where we're going into their feelings for you, your feelings for them, what you might need to know or hear, don't see coming, what's going on. Is anyone making a move? Someone's making an apology. Three of Swords in reverse. Your first card out, Saturn and Libra energy. Yep. Five of Pentacles. Mercury and Taurus coming with the Nine of Cups, Jupiter and Pisces. Wish fulfillment. The apology that you've been waiting for. What went on? The Five of Pentacles. This is an energy of loss. You know, it's like either there's a pause button or some silence, maybe even for some of you, of course, no contact. Somebody's kind of behind, like following. Somebody wants to apologize, and this is what you've been waiting for. It's wish fulfillment in that energy. Is there more? The Nine of Cups is one cup shy, of course, of the Ten of Cups, you know, looking at life together in some way. Is there more here? Let's see. This is a timeless reading. You are here when you are meant to be here. It's a general tarot reading. Always take what resonates and let the rest go. All the playlists are linked below. Today's readings, Love Tarot, All Signs, Love Messages. You'll also find all 12 zodiac signs. If you like to cross-watch, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or for your person. Twin flame readings if you are on a twin flame journey and you want to get a really specific reading. Remember, if you hear my voice, my content, my readings anywhere but here on my verified channel on YouTube, The Tarot Closet, it means someone is taking it. Please continue sending those emails in with channel names because it's very helpful. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see. Please show us the cards. Aho. Yeah, look at that. Three of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in the partnership placement. The Moon and Libra energy decision here. And the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. A lot of air energy here, which is around communication and clarity. Clarity in the relationship. Clearly, pun intended, this is about the apology here. Somebody knows they need to make it. It's coming in. It's coming in. And this is, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. In reverse, the Page of Cups. Somebody was behaving, well, kind of jealous. There's a jealous energy. I have to tell you, there's a jealous energy, but there's an immature energy. So perhaps, again, some kind of jealous energy around sort of why you got here in the first place. But also, I think there might be a little bit of that now. I'm wondering if somebody is hearing something or something was said to them by you, maybe another person. But this Page of Cups in reverse right here with the Three of Swords in reverse, this has somebody who wants to apologize because of their immaturity. And I'm wondering if this is you here, in this energy of making a decision. Were you in a long-term partnership? Were you building it? Was it on the table? Look, yeah, the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the apology that you've been waiting for. It's a new cycle. Either way, this is a new cycle for you. A turning point, literally. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energy here in our Wheel of Fortune. It's always turning, but you go here when you get out of the Hermit, you know, when you have some clarity. And this is somebody who knows some of the things also that they said and didn't say. I really feel like it's a lot of said kind of energy here. You know, and this apology is right on the other end of the Ten of Swords. So it's really clear that something has gone on. Sun and Gemini energy, is this no contact for some of you, a breakup energy? Yes, it is. You know, that's maybe where things are now. Yeah, and the Five of Swords is here. Look, and it's catty corner to the Three of Swords in reverse. And it's in reverse. This is Venus and Aquarius energy, and this is somebody who wants to make some peace. This is somebody who's apologizing. The Wheel of Fortune is connected to the throat chakra, and it's literally what you've been wanting to hear from this person. What can I say? The King of Wands in reverse, getting over their ego, getting over themselves, getting, you could say, kind of the courage, working themselves up to come here and apologize. Because this energy in reverse, it's sort of like not quite ready. But I also want to validate that maybe the way things weren't moving forward the way they were intended to, or where you were heading. And yeah, this person wasn't ready for more. You know, that's also here. However, and it's kind of like why we're in this energy, which for some of you is really clear that it's a no contact energy. Okay, there's something I want to talk about here. Look at this. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Yeah, but it didn't, just the way it was handled wasn't good either. I want to validate as well if this is somebody that was physical or platonic and there was a moving forward, you know, or a plan to move forward and it didn't happen. There is a pretty strong validation of that here today. I also want to validate that there is definitely, this apology is coming, and it's coming in pretty fast. You might also be hearing something from other people that like maybe you're connected to. This Knight of Wands energy, our fastest knight. And the Knight of Swords, not as fast, but fast, but a little more thought you could say in there, but has a lot to say. Look how fast they have this horse. It's a pretty emotional horse too. Is this somebody who's wanting to smooth things over or win you back, and they may not be able to, or maybe have to work for it, possibly, because for some of you it's like, well, look, I mean, we're in this Ten of Swords energy, and that is a new cycle. And the Wheel of Fortune, you know, there aren't any more going in. So it's the end of this cycle. And you're looking at your phone, maybe even at this apology. If this is a physical thing and somebody's wanting to keep that going, apologizing because of that, and that's not what you want, there is a decision around that for you. I think that's here for sure. It's just really a specific message, but it is here. Because, you know, looking at the phone and getting clarity as well. This person obviously on your mind, and this energy around the Two of Swords of needing to take off the blindfold and put the swords down and make a decision. You know, if you're accepting that, if there's a conversation that you even want to continue, and if it's going anywhere in addition to that. That's not really clear, you know. I don't really feel that necessarily, that it's more than an apology. It just feels like, yeah, somebody was behaving, I don't know, behaving badly. What exactly it is, I'm not always going to be privy to that. The Star is here. Aquarius and Uranus energy. This is renewal. It's a healing energy. Somebody knows, and this is also wanting to come through, and I'm going to just kind of put it here on our star energy. The Five of Wands in reverse. yeah, this is somebody who really wants to apologize. This Five of Wands, Saturn and Leo energy, it's kind of around some obstacles and challenges. It's around this person. I don't know that there's other people involved that kind of caused this or got into this. It just feels like it's around this person. And yeah, I also really have to validate this energy. That is just strong here. For some of you, that maybe there was that it was more physical, or there was a plan for it to be more, you know. And this is somebody who kind of went back on that. Yeah, because there can be an energy around this Five of Wands of like games. You know what I mean? And this Page energy, it doesn't mean somebody's younger and immature, but they could be, but also just behaving that way. And it is connected to kind of everything that happened here. And I'm kind of keeping this here, keeping them together. And this is also very clearly wanting to come off. It's the Hangman in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles is here. So is this the Fool as well? Is this more than an apology? The Page of Wands. Judgment. Oh gosh, yeah. This is also wanting to come in. The bottom of the deck is just so clear. Oh, look. The Three of Wands and the King of Swords. Yeah, this is the apology that you've been waiting for. Just even in this Page of Wands energy, by the way, this reversal, again, more of this energy of kind of some immaturity, like struggling. Coming here with the King of Wands in reverse, like getting over some pride and some ego, shadow ego fear, you could say, to make the apology. But it's also just really clear that it's connected to commitment. So it could be for some of you that you had plans to move forward or move past platonic or physical, should that be the case. Let me see if I can put this down now. Yeah, the glare is gone. I have a little bit of a different situation at the moment. You might have been noticing that. And so there's a little glare here. Anyway, the there's a lot of things I want to address here, but the Hangman is in reverse. Really strong validation of the power struggles. So there's definitely some of that going on here. It's like whether you both agreed that it's more, there's a plan for it to be more. This is somebody who's been indecisive, and you know, there have been power struggles. It's been a really strong period of uncertainty here. And what I want to say to you in the Fool, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords, also the Hangman energy in reverse, the indecision that's here around you too, like whether you take the call or the message or you even have the conversation. And clearly, if you're moving forward together or apart, is really super clear as this apology, just that's it. And that's thank you. Or thank you, but no thank you, bye. Or yeah, let's have this conversation. Again, our King of Swords energy. It's just really clear that that's what's coming in. This person has been thinking about it for a while. They're very intentional with this apology. Gemini in Mercury energy. And as I talk about here at the Tarot Closet, often Mercury is strongly connected to reading and writing, SMS, social media, email. So it can be for sure that it's coming in around this phone, you know. And maybe even again that it's like, well, okay, thank you, but I don't. Yeah, there's definitely wake up energy for you too. It really could go either way. Ace of Pentacles is here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, and it's right here connected to the Two of Swords of getting out of some indecision. It's time to make a decision. Is this more than an apology? I kind of feel like it's somebody who's explaining themselves and wants to either continue where you were. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it is, I believe, but there's also a decision to be made here around you, for you. And this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, one pentacle shy of the Ten of Pentacles, you know, were you in a long-term partnership? Were you building it? Was it on the table? I think it was, and obviously something happened. And is it back on the table? Yeah, That Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, taking it further now. Now, are they ready now? Or are they just trying to, you know what, call, which is something I never say in my readings. This is a little different today. It's funny. It's kind of like when I read from this deck, I do feel like it's a different kind of vibe. So I'm also not surprised. Anyway, the wake-up energy around you is also here. Look, so we have Judgment here. And, you know, this is connected to the crown chakra. I know that's also a connection to the Hangman energy, as well as the Star, both of them. I know what I did. I know what I need to do. Being held accountable. Judgment, of course, is Archangel Gabriel, who specifically is connected to the sacral chakra, I feel. And the third eye chakra, I see the self-awareness. You know, wake up, get some clarity, make a decision. What do you want? Reconciliation or closure? I think this is somebody who's hoping for reconciliation. And I think it's on the table for you. Today's reading, is this your reading, of reconciliation or closure, making a decision, because it's here, the indecisive energy. It's really clear as they're coming in to make this apology, to make peace. And there is not just a decision around whether you talk or accept it, but if you want to continue on whatever path it was that you were on. Because, well, that Judgment energy around the decision, just super clear. The Fool is also here. Aquarius and Uranus energy. Taking a chance, a new path, but there's also an energy around here that could be around somebody new. You know, maybe even already around you, or just the possibility that you want to open up. You get into the Fool when you get out of the World card, and that's a completion energy. And it's that energy of completing goals, lessons, perhaps paying off some karmic debts, facing and overcoming some challenges, which is also here. So for a lot of you, this is just around healing around this person. And the apology that may or may not come, but it's a pretty strong energy that it is. And that it may or may not move things forward, because it really is dependent on what you want to do. You have free will. Your person has free will. Everyone does. The future is not fixed. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will. They do change. So it's that energy of being in the World card now, I feel like, you know, like around timing, like things are, for some of you, maybe you feel like that's a lesson, you know, and you're wanting to move forward. And it's closure for you, and move forward either alone, or, you know, the possibilities will probably of somebody new. It's not clear that there's somebody new here, but there could be. In any case, it's definitely a validation in terms of what you were waiting for, the apology. 9 of Cups, 3 of Swords in reverse, just really super clear. But also around the move that you want to make and the decision that you want to make and kind of need to make. You know, it's Archangel Gabriel kind of screaming out. Airing things out, being clear and honest with yourself too. For some of you, I also just want to validate that this can be around a past energy. You know, it's not going to be for everyone that this is somebody from the past or even really far back, but it is a validation should that be the case. Yeah, this new path forward. Either way, I really like this for you because it is a new cycle. It's just like, okay, I'm done. Everything is fine. You know, maybe not the 10 Swords, but it's a new cycle too. And the other thing about the 3 of Swords, whether you take this call or message and respond and have this conversation or not, is that is healing energy, recovering kind of after loss energy. And that's just really super strong here. And it's connected right with the Star and right with the 5 of Wands in reverse, which is resolving some issues, restoring some harmony. So that's within you. And that's what's also here around the 3 of Wands. It's a little bit of both. It's the Sun and Aries energy, because there is movement here, and there can be a coming together, an expansive energy, like even travel for, you know, this possible literal phone call or messages. King of Swords, and again, just that phone and that 10 of Swords today. but it's also for you. Look, holding on here, expansion, travel in terms of the direction that you want to go. I want to bring in a little bit of Oracle. I'm not reading it in reverse. Let's see if there's any clarity, validation, new insight, something you need to see. Okay. Wow. So the bottom of the deck is a dog. Could be connecting for some of you in that way, but dog loyalty, it does connect to the moon energy, you know, and well, yeah, and it could be around some things like just getting out of some illusions, some things that maybe you want to see for yourself and being honest with yourself. The subconscious energy, what's there, but that's been hidden, that is needing to, and I feel like is coming to the surface here. It's really clear around, yeah, your renewal, I want to say. Flag, devotion, the wreath and honor. A lot of that for me is just this person, at the very least, in judgment, being accountable and making this apology, because it is a pretty big will you forgive me, and it's connected to this minor arcana Knight of Swords, who's hauling, you know what, you know, who has a lot to say. So they might be trying to talk their way in if you feel like that's what you don't want. You know, some of you may, of course, obviously. The conversation, it's a new cycle regardless for you. But should you take the call or the messages, where that goes is up to you. Either way, the renewal is here in the Lizard. Snail, persistence. Are we looking at somebody who maybe is coming back and maybe still will? Yeah, it could be. For sure. Ship exploration. Where are we going from here? There's emotional energy on both sides. It's in the water, which is divine energy, also around timing. A ship moving, traveling kind of energy, but the emotions here, exploring. Yeah, it's definitely somebody who's really apologetic. I want to validate too, again, the possible physical platonic energy. It feels more like it's about physical, but if there is already somebody around, maybe even still like currently, the jealousy is feeling kind of, I don't know, it's feeling kind of strong to me. Let's look at some specific love messages today. I don't always feel like reading from this deck. 3 is the most I take. The timing just wasn't right for us. I wish things could be different. I almost feel like that's coming from you. I want to tell you how I feel. I'm starting to understand our connection. And it's here like a clean slate. Can you forgive me? Can we move forward? Persistence, renewal. I mean, I really feel like the ball is in your court. It's one of those things. I regret lying to you, so somebody not telling the truth. I will wait for a sign from you. That's really valid. I can't stop thinking about you. That's a really strong energy. I will wait for a sign from you. The tarot closet. Whoa. Channeled love messages. Love messages. It's too many. From your person. Messages from their higher self. That's too many. Bottom of the deck. I feel so much guilt for what I did. I regret lying to you. I mean, it connects to the Page of Wands in reverse. That is some immature energy. And the Ten of Swords. It clearly connects. I'm going through an ego death. Oh. You are beautiful. It's your dog, loyalty, Knight of Swords, judgment, the Fool. It really is like a hear me out kind of energy. I want to be honest. Please, please hear me out. I stare into your eyes in photos. It's that 6 of Cups energy. Somebody who's in that energy of nostalgia, like looking at their phone here, could also be that's connecting with you. Somebody's literally looking at their phone. I play songs that remind me of you, maybe even playing music. It's emotional. I can't stop thinking about you, King of Swords. This apology and what they have to say, I don't know. Is it like a begging energy? Has somebody already been... My throat chakra is going crazy. It's almost like a dial on a TV, like static, you know? I will wait for a sign from you. Like maybe there's already a message or a call and waiting on your decision, you know? But it does feel like somebody really wants to win you back. I want to tell you how I feel. I want to be honest. You are my my voice. You are my first thought when I wake up and last thought before sleep. We belong together. I will wait for a sign from you. Yeah, they may have already tried to win you back. I think that might be going down here. I fear you have moved on. That's really validating. You deserve so much more. I know that. It's really hard living without you. I don't deserve you, but I want you. Energy is strong. Give me time. The last two here. I will never give up on us. It's the snail, persistence. Slow but steady, persistent. Well, just in the movement. Do you know what I mean? And your last channeled love message from your person, message from their higher self. I miss you. Very specific kind of reading today. Beautiful soul, that is your reading. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really appreciate you being here. I'm sending you love always, hoping the best for you. Until next time.